Okay, we're down to embellishments. So there it is, the book. And I did start a couple of things. I made this, and I got this inspiration from Kat at Perfectly Imperfect Crafts. And I did add a piece of that vellum on to this. And it was just a piece of cardstock cut, and I rounded the corners. And then I added a band. And then this is just some letterhead and an envelope and the label. Look how pretty that is. So I thought that'd be a perfect little spot to hide away a letter you could write, and then I just did stick it here in the pocket, and this can all be changed. So the great thing about embellishing, you can do, you know, whatever you please, and it's not going to be wrong. So I did grab a handful of things to work with because I didn't want, you know, the longer, it's going to be a long video, but you know what I'm saying. So I got some doilies, and I got some little piece of ephemera, some corrugated cardstock. I made a little tag, another little envelope I made. I just have some cardstock there in case we decide to use it. I just put that out, and just some loose paper. These are, they're already pre-cut acetate, and some envelopes we're going to stick in our journal. And then here's the library card, and then I made a little pocket. So I don't know if I like this angle. I kind of have you tilted around. So let me just kind of lift you up real quick. So that way I don't keep elbowing you like I'm famous for. And can I just tell you, I have looked up and down and all around for my staple board because I made these little cute journaling notebooks, and I cannot find it. I'm just going to have to keep looking for it because I still want to do one more video that will be finishing touches. All right, so here's the back of our book. It looks so pretty, doesn't it? And I made a pocket, and then we can insert our library card there. So that's where I want to stick that at. And it's a choice of whatever glue you want to use, but you want to use something probably pretty strong. So I do have my paper tape up here. I'm going to get out. I think you need to be up higher. Maybe that's it. I don't want you to miss any of the good stuff. So there, I think that will work nice. That way I can keep the journal here and work here. So I do have, it's probably a 1/4 of an inch tape, paper tape. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it on here. If I can figure out how to fast forward, I will. If not, you may have to do fast forwarding for yourself. This is one of those videos, you know, that you can kind of cook to or relax with while you're crafting. It's just all about embellishing. You can see there, I did round the corners off there, so, but you're not going to put any adhesive there because your pocket's going to fit down in there. And on this, I just took a piece of the scrap cardstock. You may recognize this as the middle of our signature on the second one, I think, or maybe the first one. And I left a little white border on there. I thought it was kind of cute, so I thought, why not? Just taking my adhesive off here. You can put your library card wherever you like. I like to choose the back of the book. And I'm just going to kind of use these dots to line it up. There you go. Insert your card. Back page is done. We will have some book protectors put on there as well. Now I see here when I did that pocket, I need to trim that up. I'll get that another time. I tend to start in the front, work my way back, and then this part gets really full, and then I run out of ideas by the back of the book. So I'm hoping to kind of skip here and there and go back and forth. I did put another vellum pocket here, and it matches this piece of vellum, and it's oh so pretty. I need to find a place where we can put our envelopes. Oh, I had used my little foul punch and I was just messing with it. And I didn't want to throw it away, so I just put it in there. And I could pull it out and make a journaling spot. And then back here I put, this is permanent. Again, I wasn't a fan of the graph paper, if you remember. So I just did another file folder, and then I actually glued that down. It flip up to write the journal on, and then flip down to hide some of that. It's a personal preference. I don't like it. And then it actually sticks out just a wee bit. And you could write something on there. I don't think I did anything else. So now again, I'm going back through here and just looking for a fun place to put our envelopes at, because I want to get them out of the way. They're going to be a lot of taping, gluing. It's going to have a pocket. My idea is to do a couple. What's in the middle here? You could do it right here. I thought about making actually an envelope out of this. So we had to store something in there, but wow, with those envelopes, it kind of looks like it was meant to be. It's very rustic looking. And then I'm going to put the other two over here. So I used my envelope punch to make these. And then they can just store little things in there. So maybe there, we'll leave them there for now. I have this canvas doily, and I have this paper doily. So let's work with the paper one first. And, you know, once you apply it down, it's not exactly permanent. I mean, you could pull it back up, but it does kind of become permanent. So that's why I kind of just look around and make sure I'm like, do I want that there? Situation. Now here, we're just going to add this doily as a tuck. So we're going to actually glue that down. I just folded it, and then we're going to put some glue on there. I'm going to use my permanent glue by Martha for this doily. So yeah, you can see that. I'm just putting glue there. I'm not doing the whole thing, just the center circle, because I want to have it as a tuck spot. I was seeing if I had two. No, I sure did grab two. So I'll just separate that. We can use it in another one, another spot. Just pushing it down. And then I thought what would be cute to take maybe this tag and put it here in the corner, so it kind of fills in that blank, you know, white space. And then over here, we can actually use it as a tuck on that side. Okay, so I paused the camera so I could go ahead and glue this tag in. And I did glue the whole thing. Now here, there's a slot you can insert. So it seems like layering is you know, I'm seeing a lot of layering right now in journals. So I'm trying to embrace that. And then here is the other side of that sheet. What I'm going to do now is I have this thinner piece of paper, because I tried to put a heavy piece of cardstock in there. I had glued some stained paper on there, but it was just too heavy. So this will make a nice journaling spot somewhere else. And see, I like that crispiness and, you know, wrinkly of the pages. that I think is fun to write on something like that. I'm just looking for my glue. I'm going to glue down this piece of acetate because I think it will look cute with the music paper. And let's do that now, and then we'll let that set it aside to dry. I think you can see everything. It's transparent. So the thing too about, you know, when you glue like acetate onto another piece, if you don't like it, then you don't have to use it, because sometimes the glue will show up. And I'm just making sure I have that, yeah, I have that right. So I'm just going to glue it right down here on the bottom. And then set that aside to dry. I did round the corners already. And let's see what else we can do. So it's going to go right here in this spot. You know what else I wanted to do? So start using those scraps up you have. I'm looking over here. You probably can't see it. I'm looking for a piece of cardstock that I have left over. There we go. That you may recognize that from the inside of the cover. But I'm going to take this big old butterfly punch. We're going to punch out, well, I'm going to punch out 3 butterflies. I'm going to use it. And I have used my scraps. I'm not a big scrap keeper. I know some people will save boxes, not to say I won't in the future, but right now I throw these in the recycling bin. But I have taken that and then made like a little notebook with it. And we can do that because I have a stapler that actually fits that. I still can't find my staple board. And we're going to go through here and find a cute piece of paper to put that on. And then it will hold down probably that nice heavy piece of cardstock. That will look nice. Look how cute that is. So all I do is, again, take my glue. This is my day when I'm journaling. I look for something over and over again. I put it up on myself and then I look again for it. So I'm just adding some glue here to my butterfly. Just trying to get that up. And did I glue the wrong side? I did. So now we have to go to the left side. Let's find a pretty piece of paper on the left. Just glue him down. So I don't want to mess that up again. It's going to be that side. And I'm going to do this with all 3 of them. Yeah, it's later, the same day. Family's home. Everybody's getting ready for tomorrow. Do you guys have a preference when you journal? For me, it doesn't matter. Usually the boys are watching something boring on TV, and I come in here and craft. So see, I'm going to glue that side, so I'm going to do this. And I'm going to run back over that. I see it wants to come up, but as it dries, I'll press it down again. Again, this is not the best embellishment glue, but it works. But I don't want to use all my, my 3-in-1 because it's very strong odored when I use it. And it dries pretty clear. And I just make sure everything looks aligned. And we'll come back to that, and I think this heavy piece of cardstock will end up fitting in there pretty okay, yeah. All right, so we'll stick that there. Okay. I just kind of skip around, do what I want. I wanted to, I think I am going to keep these here, I think. Oh, we have this we gotta fix. So let me grab some journaling cards. I wonder if I have, let me pull this flea market. I have this flea market that my sister got me for Christmas. And I think it will go nice. Let me move this out of the way. Oh, and by the way, you know, I don't sew. Some people will sew in their things. I'd like to try it sometime, but I don't have a sewing machine right now, so. I think that looks good. It goes okay with the gold. So we'll just grab that. And then we're going to go ahead and just tape that on there. It's not really going to get moved that much. I don't like to use tape for everything because I think it will sometimes come back up. I think I need to get this end again. I still missed it. And we'll go ahead and stick that right there. Now what I'm trying to do is cover up wrong end of the book, of the bag. Trying to cover up that mistake there. So let me just try to line that up. And then I always get some glue. Yikes. Get that off of there. How cute is that? And then we can insert some things into here. And then what we'll do is just make a nice large pocket to cover up that. And that will work. So let me grab this. And what I'm gonna do is make a little, well, you'll see. I'm just gonna take my circular paper punch and just lining it up in the center. Give it a snip. And then again, here we go again with the tape. One more time. One more time. We're just gonna go 3 around it. 3 lines of tape. There's 2 and 1 for the bottom. So then we have our paper tape on there. Let's take this off. And we're going to try that other method again. We'll just do it on another place. But I want to see there where I pulled that tape off. So I think I'm going to keep it lined up at the corner. There, that looks so much better. How pretty is that? Now we have a pocket. To secure that. A nice big pocket. You could put photos in there, whatever you want. We could also make a large tag if you wanted to, and we can do that. So that was 5. We can make it say 3.5 inches. So I'm just going to cut 3.5 inches on this paper. 2, 3.5. And make sure it's going to go in there okay. And it does. Our writing's up. Grab my scissors. And all you do is flip that over, line it back up on this side. And we can punch a hole in it if you want. We don't have to. We can just stick our tag so you have a writing spot now on the back. And again, if you wanted to, you could stamp that or distress it. There you go. How pretty is that? And we used up another sheet of paper, almost. We have a little bit left. This is dry now. See how nice that did dry? And we're going to tuck this over here. How cute is that? Nice little journaling spot. I put my lid back on my glue. I have a bad habit of just letting it lay there. No lid. All right, so we're getting some embellishments going. Let's do a couple of pocket pages. Let me find a good sturdy piece of paper. I still like how that turned out. So that was a happy mistake. And I love to feel that thickness now on this side. When you write and your pen presses in, it will feel so nice. Okay, let's put one right there. Let me find a nice piece of paper to use. Again, I'm just looking through my scraps. I want to cut that down. Well, here's another one. Let me show you how I do this one. So what I'm going to do is just fold that in 3s. There's 1, fold the other one over. 2, which way I like it best. We are going to take our corner rounder, trim that off. I like this corner rounder, but you can see there the pieces kind of fly out. You can take where our folds are and do the same thing. So it makes for a lot of doing this because of the way the paper's folded. Okay, so I know that was a lot of work, but look, now we have this really cute piece of paper when it folds out. And we can actually glue it down wherever we want. We can do the corner, we can do in the middle, and we'll leave the top open for a tuck spot. Where is my tape again? See what I mean? I misplaced on myself. Oh, I just had it. It's right there underneath the paper towel. Oh my goodness, it did it again. That is bizarre. It separated itself. I don't know if you can see that. old roll of tape. I think I just got this not too long ago. Ah, come off of there. So again, we're going to take the tape 3 ways around it, the sides and the bottom. Expose the adhesive. And then we're just going to line this up at the bottom. And then we have a space to jot. And I have a journaling card, again, right here somewhere. I'm looking for it. Let's find a really cute journaling card that goes with it. I want one that's going to be up and down. Let's see if the colors match. Oh, well, that's not going to work. We're going to have to go with the smaller one. And it's pink. How about this wood grain? Does it say too busy? I think it works just great. If you're curious about this Project Life pack, again, is the flea market edition. I love this card pack. It's Maggie Holmes. And the colors match, you know, so well with what we're working with. And there, so you got your card in there. You got your little writing spot. Again, you can take our words and find a little something. There, that one says have hope. A little spot to write on. And if you're still not happy with that because you see that flapping up and that bothers you, you can grab a paper clip and just go ahead and secure that all in. That way your card stays up, your thing stays closed. How cute. I just love that, how just add a little bit of this or a little bit of that. Before I go any further, I'm just going to clean up my mess. Let me pause it and get this all, because I don't want to get that stuck on my pages.